Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jacob Restituto here, and today we're talking about one of the most questioned comments that I have coming through on my how to make money from YouTube video and how to dispute claims in the fair use reaction video that I posted, I don't know, a year ago, but it randomly started getting traction and people started watching it, and a lot of people kept asking out of concern about copyright strikes, and that's something I wanted to talk about, being that I have a lot of experience in doing reaction videos, and the fact I actually saw today I've done over 2,500 reaction videos, and I want you to know that in doing 2,500 reaction videos, I have never, ever gotten a copyright strike, ever. I've never had one once. Now, the only way that I personally know of getting a copyright strike is when you dispute or appeal. Actually, the better way to use it is after you dispute a claim, right? So after you go into YouTube and dispute the claim, that you can, if you haven't watched the other video and you don't know what that means, go watch that other video where you dispute the claim and it goes into escrow. After that, you should be fine. But now what can happen is YouTube can still reject. It's actually not YouTube. It's actually the record label essentially. Can reject that claim or that dispute. Now, you have the option to appeal it, but let me show you what it says. This is the only way that I personally know you can actually get a strike. So look at this. See how these videos are on because they have no claims. They were either released or they didn't have claims in the first place. This one's still in escrow, you can see right here, which means that I'm waiting for them to respond. And you can see actually right here that they have 27 days to respond. If they don't respond in 27 days, then it just automatically becomes mine and on. If they do, like this person did, this person responded already, the dispute has been rejected. So if we click this, it says dispute has been rejected. Now, that says that the copyright owner disagreed with the dispute and reaffirmed the content ID. Okay. Now you can either trim out the section, you can't replace the song, I guess, in this specific one. You can mute the song, or I guess actually I've never tried these actually to remove it after the fact, which is interesting. I wonder if that would then remove it, which I'd be curious to try out. But that being said, you can appeal. Do you have the rights to this content? You can appeal. If you hit this though, look at this. It explains what an appeal is, but this is the important part. Appeals can result in a copyright strike. Can you guys see that? Let me zoom in a little bit. Appeals can result in a copyright strike. After reading that, have never, ever touched an appeal. I'm like, you know what? If they really feel that is the case, I don't want anything to do with it. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to leave it. So that being said, the ones that I do win, I'm grateful for. The ones that I don't win, well, that's part of being, doing reaction videos, and it's up to the discretion of that artist and the artist's label. So I would not worry about appeals. People have commented saying they've gotten I would not worry about strikes. I have gotten comments from people saying that they've gotten strikes, but I don't know how you get them. The only thing I also have gotten, I've gotten once, actually twice or three times. Like I said, I've done thousands of these videos. I've even done them on live streams where I've filmed on live streams and stuff. And of those times, I've gotten, I think it's 3 community guideline warnings, they call it. And it's essentially when you stream something that YouTube doesn't want you to stream. The 3 times was one, because only when I was live streaming and doing reactions live on live streams. One was Olivia Rodrigo. It was there was nothing inappropriate that would violate community guidelines or deserve a warning for community guidelines. One was for Olivia Rodrigo, her prom concert that she did. The second was for Billie Eilish. This one was an accident too. I accidentally live streamed that because I was trying to do it to Twitch for my Patreon, and it also went to YouTube. So that got a warning as well. Now, both of those, I responded to that, and I actually appealed that. Not that it would cause, it's different. That's a different type of appeal because it's not a copyright claim, so it wouldn't result in a strike. It was you can appeal the warning. So I did, and both of those, the Olivia Rodrigo one and the Billie Eilish one, both were accepted as the appeal, and they removed the warning. They said, oh, we realized, hey, it actually did not violate community guidelines, so we'll remove that, because it didn't. There was nothing inappropriate or violent or like anything wrong with it. It was just I guess I don't even know what the issue is, but I responded to them and they removed it. Now, I never took down that video from Billie Eilish, and it got claimed again, which was weird. And then I appealed it, and they said, no, sorry, this does violate community guidelines. I have no clue how. Actually, I just learned today, and let me show you this. I didn't know about this, and let me show you this. You can actually message YouTube support. This button right here. You see I'm number 1 in line. Oh, you can't see this. Hold on. Let me move myself over here. You see how I'm number 1 in... Oh, well, Christian just joined. So I'm going to end this live stream so I can actually chat with him about it. Because if you go to my actual YouTube right here, you see that I have an active community guideline warning for this rejected appeal. I don't know why that is the case, but... You know, the worst case that happens is if I actually get another strike again, I won't be able to post for a week, which is terrible, but it doesn't destroy the channel either. So I don't know how. I don't think that's a valid one. Actually, after we get off this conversation, I'm gonna say hi, Christian, so that I can start this conversation. I'm gonna try to appeal that with him. But that I would not worry about that, because that one seems like to be a glitch in the system, and I'm going to talk about with Christian right here. But with reaction videos, I would not worry about that, because that's a different kind. That's a what's it called? Copyright strike versus a community guidelines. Very different. Copyright versus community guidelines. So hope that helps you. I would not worry about it. Like I said, I've done 2,500 reaction videos and never gotten a strike for that. So, and the 3 that I did were some completely different, and they were community guidelines, which 2 of them seem deemed to be invalid. And I bet that this one will be invalid as well. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. God bless and peace out.